Hi, I'm Michelle Brain and I am the Midwife Hypnotist. And if you don't want to miss out on any of my clips, just subscribe now. I would love it if you subscribed. And the last week we've just been talking about sessions that I've had with hypnotherapy with different people and the outcomes, the wonderful outcomes. So today I'm just going to talk about a lady that she was in her late 50s, I would say. Her children had left home. Her husband had recently left her. She was in a job she'd been in for quite some time that was quite heavy with bullies. So, she was feeling the pressure. She was feeling in herself inadequate, and her job was making her feel even worse. Now, it was really a session just to see what was going on. She was a bit lost, I guess you could say, and so she just wanted to connect with her unconscious mind, which is great. Now, she did tell me before the session that she never laughed. She doesn't laugh anymore. She hadn't laughed in so long that she'd forgotten how to laugh. Now, this session was a very emotional charged session, I would say. She got a lot of feelings and emotions out that she needed to let go of. But the best thing about it was a simple technique that I use when I do the shows that I do in our hotel. The technique is giving somebody a button. And the button can be for lots of different things. But this particular button was a laughter button. Now, when I do a show, I usually put it right at the beginning of their forehead, right there, big green button. But this time I didn't think she needed it in the middle of the forehead, so I simply asked her to imagine that she had a little button there, and it was a laughter button. And if ever she wanted to have a giggle, or even just to have a smile, she could just press it. Now, it's not something that I would say I would always do. It's an anchor. So even kids, it's actually quite handy. But this particular lady laughed like there was no tomorrow. She laughed so hard that she had me in hysterics. It was such a wonderful gift. It's a tool that she's got now. So that no matter what's going on, the thought of touching that button, in fact, the thought of her touching it makes me laugh now. Because I could see how her emotions, and smiling, laughing releases that oxytocin, that drug hormone. So it's not just the act of smiling or the act of laughing, it's the hormones that you get as well. So if you're in labour, just touching somebody, caressing them, releasing those love hormones, it helps you go into labour. It helps you build the strength in labour. So of your uterus working a little bit harder. So it can be used in all areas of life. Who doesn't want to have those hormones? Who doesn't want to feel happy and have a laugh? So that's just another wonderful story. And like I said, she just brings a smile on my face every time I think about that button. So don't forget, check out my website, michellebrain.com. And if you get enough out of the videos and you don't feel you need a session, that is so cool. You can go to my website and just buy me a coffee. I'm just glad to help. Check out my website, michellebrain.com.